Gemini Spark, the plain version. Here is a task you have right now. It has been on your list for about 3 weeks. It needs 3 hours of real legwork, research and options, pulling numbers from 6 different sheets, and drafting a document from nothing. Every week it slides, because 3 uninterrupted hours is exactly what you never get. So it just sits there. At Google I/O this week, Google announced a tool built specifically for that task. It is called Gemini Spark. I'll explain what Gemini Spark is, the 3 moves that make it work, and the 1 number that shows how it changes your schedule. Pay attention to the 3rd move. It is how you take a job off your list permanently. For most professionals, the bottleneck is rarely a lack of knowledge on what to do. You already know the research needs doing. The problem is finding the hours required to do the manual legwork. Gemini Spark is an autonomous personal AI agent. You give it a multi-step project, and it performs the entire sequence of tasks from start to finish without you having to prompt it for every individual step. Spark has its own dedicated email address and native access to your workspace. It gathers its own context by reading through your Gmail, Docs, Sheets, and Slides. It operates on Google's cloud infrastructure. This means it runs continuously on their servers, rather than relying on your laptop's processor or battery. The agent runs on Gemini 3.5. You can access it through the Gemini app, and the beta opens to Google AI Ultra subscribers in the US the week of May 26th. Because Spark finds its own facts within your files, you no longer have to spend time gathering or organizing source materials before the work can begin. Move 1. Brief it like a colleague. Most of us are used to typing short 2-word keywords into a search bar. With an agent, you use its email address to write a full message, just as you would to a person. A successful brief needs 3 components: the specific goal, the context the agent needs, and exactly what the finished result looks like. This is an act of delegation. Spark is performing hours of work, so it requires the same clarity you would provide to a capable human assistant. Spark uses the details in your brief to filter your documents for the right data. By providing a clear definition of done, the agent can cross-reference its work against your requirements to ensure the draft is ready for review. Approaching this as a management skill improves the accuracy of the result. When the instructions are clear, the output requires fewer corrections. Move 2. Hand it the overnight job. You send your brief at the end of the day and close the laptop. Since Spark runs on Google servers, the task moves from your list to active processing while you are away from your desk. It works while you are at dinner or asleep. When you open your laptop the next morning, the research is finished and the first draft, compiled from your various workspace files, is waiting for you. This asynchronous workflow allows you to generate hours of output without any active screen time. Move 3 is for the standing jobs. These are the recurring tasks that drain your time every week, like Monday status reports or routine competitor checks. You brief these jobs once and set a specific schedule. In this case, we've set a report to run every Monday. Spark then performs the research and reporting automatically. You don't have to touch the task again. Automating a standing job takes a recurring obligation off your list. It removes the mental load of remembering to start the task every week. That 3-week delay on your list disappears when you spend 2 minutes writing a brief. By delegating tonight, you get those 3 hours of research done before you even open your laptop tomorrow. Spark performs the manual legwork, but you still make the strategic calls. You read the result and decide on the next steps. Plain Bureau explains AI tools and habits in plain English, what is useful and what is worth your time. If there is a tool you want us to cover, let us know in the comments. An AI agent handles the repetitive parts of a project, so you have the time to apply your own judgment.